Maps are meant to guide us, but some charts tell a much darker story. From lost continents to unexplained celestial patterns, these maps don't just show the world, they have changed everything we thought we knew about history. What secrets were hidden in their lines? And why do they terrify even the bravest explorers?
Firstly, there's some lines of cuneiform ruled across very firmly at the top, and this is about the early creation of the world.
This isn't just geography, it's a haunting mystery.
If you're not familiar with the discoveries of Columbus, Vespucci, and you look at this map for the first time, you might be concerned. There's a lot of things in here that you haven't recognized before.
A map so puzzling that it challenges the timeline of North American exploration. Allegedly created in the 15th century, it depicts a region labeled Vinland, an area thought to correspond to parts of modern-day Canada, long before Columbus's voyages. If authentic, it suggests knowledge of North America existed in Europe earlier than widely believed. The map was discovered in 1957, sparking intense scrutiny and debate. Radiocarbon dating places the parchment in the medieval era, but doubts persist due to the suspicious composition of its ink. Some argue it's a clever hoax, while others believe it to be evidence of Viking exploration and European awareness of the New World. Despite extensive analysis, no consensus has been reached. The Vinland Map remains a tantalizing mystery, a potential rewrite of history hiding in plain sight. First World Map.
And knew that all those hundreds of years after he creates first his maps and then this object of wonder.
A map from 1154 flips the world upside down but gets shocking details right. Who was al-Idrisi, and how did he chart the globe with such accuracy centuries ago? Commissioned by King Roger II of Sicily, this map wasn't just a work of art, it was groundbreaking for its time. Al-Idrisi combined knowledge from Arab traders, ancient Greek texts, and local explorers to create an incredibly detailed depiction of the known world. What makes this map so fascinating is how accurate it is, despite being created nearly 900 years ago. It shows Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa in surprising detail, challenging the belief that medieval maps were purely symbolic.
And this is North Africa, the islands down here, the Canary Islands, and he probably ends, the westernmost point is Korea. That's extraordinary, 12th century.
How did al-Idrisi achieve such precision? Some say his access to centuries of trading records gave him an edge, while others believe he tapped into knowledge far older than we realize. Today, digital copies of the Tabula Rogeriana allow modern viewers to study this masterpiece. The map's reversed orientation serves as a reminder of how perspectives can shape our understanding of the world. Was al-Idrisi ahead of his time, or did he preserve knowledge long forgotten by others? The truth remains a captivating mystery.
And yet, as you look further up to what would have been south of the equator for al-Idrisi, there is nothing there, and that represents lands yet to be discovered.
Abor Map.
It is on one huge piece of vellum, and that calf itself, sad thing, was probably bred specifically to be used as this map.
What if a medieval map blended reality with myth? The Abor Map doesn't just show the world, it teems with monsters and mysterious lands. Created in the 13th century, this circular map was almost 12 feet wide and depicted the Earth as a blend of real geography, biblical stories, and mythical creatures. At the center was Jerusalem, reflecting the medieval belief that it was the heart of the world. Surrounding it were continents marked with familiar cities and unknown lands teeming with dragons, mermaids, and other fantastical beasts. But this map isn't just about imagination. Many historians believe the map captures how people of the time saw their place in the universe. While it lacks the precision of modern maps, it reflects the blending of faith, exploration, and fear of the unknown. Tragically, the original map was destroyed during World War II, leaving only photographs and sketches behind. What remains are countless questions. Were the mythical creatures purely symbolic, or did they reflect actual reports from distant lands? Did the cartographer know something we don't, or was it all artistic storytelling? The Abor Map stands as a mysterious artifact that shows how maps were more than just tools. They were windows into the human imagination.
It isn't just a geographical map. It's a map that represents the mind of the medieval person.
First America Map.
It's been called the birth certificate of America because it is the first map to name the continent.
How did a map from 1507 name a continent no one had officially discovered? In 1507, the world was still being explored, yet the Waldseemüller map managed to do something incredible. It named America before the continent was widely known. This map, created by German cartographer Martin Waldseemüller, was the first to label the New World as America, honoring explorer Amerigo Vespucci. But how did he have such precise knowledge? The map displays astonishingly accurate details of the America's eastern coastline, even though many parts of the continent hadn't been properly explored. The map sparked a mystery. Where did Waldseemüller get his information? Some suggest he had access to secret explorers' logs or ancient charts. Others theorize he was guided by a lost source of knowledge, perhaps from earlier civilizations. The map's detail is so striking that it raises questions about whether parts of the Americas were known long before Columbus's voyages. Today, only one surviving copy exists, preserved at the Library of Congress. It's not just a map, it's a historical puzzle that challenges the timeline of human exploration. Was Waldseemüller's work a stroke of genius, or does it point to hidden knowledge about the world? Whatever the truth, the Waldseemüller map remains one of the most intriguing artifacts in cartographic history.
If you're not familiar with the discoveries of Columbus, Vespucci, and you look at this map for the first time, you might be concerned. There's a lot of things in here that you haven't recognized before.
Peruvian Golden Map.
You see at the top this arch representing obviously the vault of heaven, and you see this this group of 5 stars in a cross up there, below which you've got this vertical ellipse.
What if the secrets of ancient civilizations weren't just written on parchment, but carved into solid gold? Imagine holding a map so precious, it's crafted entirely from gold. The Peruvian Golden Map is an artifact that seems to defy time itself. Created by a pre-Columbian civilization, it allegedly charts the Americas with astounding accuracy, centuries before European explorers set foot on the continent. But how did ancient cultures achieve such precision without modern tools? This shimmering relic is more than just a map. It's a testament to the advanced knowledge of ancient Peruvians. Some believe it was a ceremonial object reserved for priests or leaders who held the secrets of their world. The map's detailed engravings include mountain ranges, rivers, and even what some interpret as hidden paths leading to lost cities. Could it point to El Dorado, the legendary city of gold? Now housed in museums, this artifact continues to inspire awe and curiosity. Researchers marvel at its craftsmanship, while skeptics question whether it's a modern forgery or an authentic glimpse into a forgotten era. As you stand before this golden enigma, it's impossible not to wonder, what secrets did its creators intend to preserve, and what mysteries of their civilization are still waiting to be uncovered?
And below that you've got 2 figures, roughly represented here. The left one is a male, the right is the female. Almost certainly these were the Inca king and queen.
Accurate ancient map.
Its most famous rendition, though, is the Xeno map, commissioned in 1402 by the new dynasty that had established the Joseon dynasty in Korea a decade before.
How did a Korean map from 1402 portray the world with such precision, centuries before Europe? The Cognito World Map, created in 1402, is a remarkable artifact of Korean cartography that seems far ahead of its time. Unlike European maps of the era, it provides a surprisingly accurate depiction of Asia, Africa, and even parts of Europe. What's even more striking is its scale and detail, which suggests knowledge obtained from extensive travel or advanced sources. Scholars are amazed by how it predates Western maps by centuries in accuracy. The map's existence raises questions about the extent of early Korean exploration and trade networks. Was it based on forgotten voyages, or did it draw from an even older, now lost global understanding? The Cognito is housed in Japan today, with high-resolution scans allowing for ongoing study. Its creation challenges assumptions about the origins of global cartography, making it a fascinating piece of history. Tyan Papyrus Map.
The Papyrus collection contains more than 700 more or less complete manuscripts and over 15,000 fragments of papyri written in several languages.
Could an ancient Egyptian map hold the key to lost treasures buried in the sands of time? The Tyan Papyrus Map isn't just a map, it's a treasure map from ancient Egypt. Dating back to 1150 BCE, this remarkable artifact charts the Nile Valley, complete with gold mines, quarries, and detailed routes. But what makes it extraordinary is how advanced it is for its time. Unlike symbolic medieval maps, this papyrus reflects a practical and precise understanding of the land. Thought to have been created for an Egyptian mining expedition, the map includes vivid descriptions of resources and landmarks. Its accuracy has stunned modern archaeologists, who have compared it to satellite imagery. Could it be that ancient Egyptians had methods of surveying the land that we've yet to fully understand? Housed in the Museo Egizio in Turin, the map is meticulously preserved and studied. Its blend of artistry and function showcases the ingenuity of a civilization that valued exploration and resource management. As you trace its faded lines, you can't help but imagine the miners and explorers who once used it to navigate a harsh and unforgiving landscape. What treasures did they uncover, and what stories remain buried in the sands of time? The Tyan Papyrus Map offers a rare glimpse into the world of ancient adventure.
In the past, restorers used fragments of other papyri for the consolidation or support of those manuscripts.
Babylonian Clay Map.
The ancient Mesopotamians, Sumerians, Babylonians, all those people, they wrote on clay. That was their natural activity.
How did a tiny clay tablet capture both the real world and the mythical realms of ancient imagination? Step back 2,600 years to ancient Babylon, where the world was captured on a clay tablet no larger than your hand. The Babylonian Clay Map is one of humanity's oldest surviving maps, blending reality with myth. It depicts the known world of its time, surrounded by mysterious regions labeled as beyond the ocean. These areas are described as mythical lands inhabited by fantastical creatures. What's striking is how this tiny map reflects the Babylonians' understanding of geography and their fascination with the unknown. Rivers, cities, and mountains are etched in detail, but it's the mythical realms that truly spark intrigue. Were these areas purely imaginative, or could they represent places that ancient explorers had glimpsed but not fully understood? Now displayed in the British Museum, this clay tablet is more than an artifact. It's a snapshot of ancient beliefs and curiosity. As you peer into its markings, you're left wondering, what drove the Babylonians to combine fact with fantasy? And could their mythical realms hold kernels of truth that modern science has yet to uncover?
Firstly, there's some lines of cuneiform ruled across very firmly at the top. And this is about the early creation of the world and how animals were put in the sea in different parts of the universe.
Disc map.
So this is actually where the Phaistos disc was discovered, actually in this temple.
The Phaistos disc, unearthed in Crete, is one of history's most debated artifacts. Dated to 1900 BCE, this clay disc is covered in spiral engravings that resemble an ancient code, or perhaps a map. Some researchers believe the symbols depict celestial paths or early land routes. The disc's creation method, with its stamped symbols, suggests a level of sophistication uncommon for its era. What was its purpose? Some say it's a star chart guiding travelers across the seas. Others think it could represent sacred paths or mythical locations important to Minoan culture. Theories abound, but no one has cracked its code. Displayed at Crete's Archaeological Museum, the Phaistos disc challenges us to decipher a message from a civilization that left few clues. Its spirals could hold answers, or perhaps they were never meant to be solved.
The thing about the Phaistos disc, it dates to 1550 BC at least. It's about 15 centimeters wide, a little bit bigger than like a CD or a DVD.
Perreus Map.
In 1929, rolled up on a dusty shelf in a library in Constantinople in Turkey, a map was found.
What if a 500-year-old map holds secrets that defy everything we know about history? This is a centuries-old enigma that continues to baffle historians. Created by the Ottoman admiral Perreus, the map astonishingly depicts the coastline of Antarctica, yet it was drawn in 1513, more than 300 years before the continent was officially discovered. Even stranger, the map shows Antarctica's coast without ice, a detail impossible to observe in modern times. How could such knowledge exist in an era without advanced navigation or satellite imaging? Some suggest Perreus used ancient maps now lost to history, possibly passed down from advanced civilizations. Skeptics argue it's merely coincidence or misinterpretation. Yet experts in cartography and geophysics remain intrigued by its eerie accuracy. The map's origins, purpose, and the source of its information remain unanswered, fueling debates about forgotten technologies and knowledge from a distant past.
Yet 250 years before this clock was made, Perreus had drawn a map which showed the coastlines of Africa and South America within half a degree of longitude.
Medieval mysteries.
Still don't really know what we're looking for until it actually leaps out at us. There's so much hidden on there. The newer technology, we can just see so much more and in so much more detail. It just strengthens the story.
The Gof Map, created around 1360, defies expectations of medieval cartography. It portrays England and Scotland with surprising accuracy, showing towns, rivers, and even early road networks. For a map made centuries before aerial views or satellite images, its precision is astonishing. Historians are puzzled by how such detailed knowledge was gathered in an era without advanced tools. Some believe the map was created by a network of travelers and merchants who carefully documented their journeys. Others speculate it may have been based on older, now lost map. The Gof Map also includes features that seem to stretch beyond reality, hinting at mythical influences or areas yet to be explored. Now preserved at the Bodleian Library, the Gof Map raises questions about what medieval Europeans really knew and how much of it has been lost over time.
This is the oldest surviving purpose-built map of a country or a region, and there's nothing like it that survives anywhere.
Map of monsters. If you've ever wondered where legends of sea monsters come from, look no further than the Carta Marina. Created in 1539 by Swedish cartographer Olaus Magnus, this map doesn't just chart the northern seas, it brings them to life with illustrations of terrifying creatures. Giant serpents, sea dragons, and other mythical beasts are scattered across the map's oceans, lurking near uncharted islands. But the Carta Marina isn't all myth. It also provides one of the earliest detailed depictions of Scandinavia, showing the region's towns, trade routes, and coastlines with impressive accuracy. So why mix reality with fantasy? Some believe Magnus included sea monsters to warn sailors of dangerous waters, while others think these illustrations were based on actual sightings, misunderstood through the lens of medieval superstition. Today, only a few copies of the Carta Marina exist, preserved in libraries and museums. It's a fascinating snapshot of a time when the world was still full of mystery, and the line between fact and fiction was often blurred. Was Magnus simply an imaginative artist, or did his work preserve tales of creatures lost to history? The Carta Marina invites us to explore the unknown and question what lies beneath the waves. Cavario Map. The Cavario Map, created in 1505, is one of the earliest depictions of the Americas, and it predates Magellan's famous circumnavigation. What's remarkable about this map is its accurate portrayal of South America's coastline at a time when much of the continent was still uncharted. How did the map maker, Nicolai de Cavario, achieve such precision? Historians speculate that Cavario used information from early explorers like Amerigo Vespucci or Christopher Columbus, but some believe the map hints at an even older source of knowledge. The map includes detailed representations of rivers and mountain ranges, features that were not widely known in Europe at the time. Now housed in the Vatican Library, the Cavario Map raises compelling questions about the dissemination of knowledge in the age of exploration. Was it solely based on reports from explorers, or does it point to an advanced understanding of geography lost to history? The map's uncanny accuracy continues to puzzle researchers, adding another layer of intrigue to the story of humanity's quest to chart the unknown. Babylonian maps. Carved into a rock surface in Italy, the Babylonian Map is one of the oldest known representations of a landscape, believed to date back to the Bronze Age. This mysterious carving appears to depict a prehistoric town, complete with pathways, fields, and dwellings. But is it truly a map, or does it serve another purpose entirely? Archaeologists have debated the Babylonian Map's meaning for decades. Some believe it's a territorial map used to mark land boundaries or resources. Others argue it could be a ceremonial depiction reflecting the spiritual or social life of its creators. The level of detail in the carving suggests a sophisticated understanding of the surrounding environment, raising questions about how advanced prehistoric societies really were. Photographs of the Babylonian Map capture its intricate details, but seeing it in situ reveals its true scale and complexity. Could it be the earliest form of cartography, or is it an artifact of a forgotten culture with its own unique symbolism? The Babylonian Map challenges modern perspectives on the past, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the minds of our ancient ancestors.
Il picchiettare sulla roccia, il battere, il provocare questo suono probabilmente faceva parte.
Controversial map artifacts.
Dinosaurs died about 60 million of years ago. Normally, no human being should ever have seen a dinosaur.
The Ica stones are among the most controversial artifacts ever discovered. Found in Peru, these engraved stones depict an array of puzzling images, from humans coexisting with dinosaurs to maps of continents that seem eerily precise. One particular stone stands out, a depiction of the Earth's landmasses that includes areas yet to be fully understood. Critics argue the stones are modern forgeries, but their intricate details and the consistency of their designs have led some to believe they may hold genuine historical significance. Could these stones represent the knowledge of an ancient advanced civilization, or are they simply a hoax? Photographs and studies of the Ica stones continue to spark debates among archaeologists and conspiracy theorists alike. If authentic, they could rewrite history as we know it. But until their origins are definitively proven, the Ica stones remain one of the most enigmatic and polarizing artifacts ever unearthed. Are they evidence of a forgotten epic or an elaborate deception? The mystery endures, keeping the world guessing.
What we have here is a Inca burial stone, which is very unique. And what it depicts is that man and dinosaurs live contemporaneously.
Voyich Map. Could the strange maps hidden in this mysterious manuscript be a glimpse of a world beyond ours? The Voynich manuscript is one of history's greatest puzzles, but its map-like pages take the mystery to another level. Filled with bizarre star charts and unrecognizable landforms, these illustrations have led some to speculate that their creator might not have been from Earth at all. The maps feature interconnected circles that could represent celestial bodies, alongside strange plant-like structures and waterways that don't match any known geography. Could these be artistic interpretations of a world we've yet to discover, or were they purely imaginative creations of a medieval mind? Some theorists even suggest that these maps document an alien perspective of Earth or another planet entirely. Available for viewing online, the Voynich manuscript continues to baffle linguists, historians, and cryptographers. Its map pages in particular stir endless debate. Are they the key to unlocking the manuscript's purpose, or just another layer of its inscrutable charm? Whatever the answer, the Voynich manuscript's maps leave us with more questions than answers, challenging everything we think we know about ancient cartography and the boundaries of human knowledge. Ancient Antarctica. What if a map from the 1500s could redraw our understanding of Earth's history? The Perreus Map is the kind of artifact that makes you question everything you know about history. Created in 1531, this map depicts Antarctica, complete with detailed coastlines that appeared to be ice-free. But here's the kicker: Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, and its subglacial topography wasn't mapped until the 20th century. So how did Perreus know? Some historians argue that the map was based on ancient sources, now lost to time. Others believe it's proof of advanced civilizations that existed long before recorded history. The map's uncanny accuracy has even sparked theories of extraterrestrial involvement, suggesting that whoever charted Antarctica must have had a bird's eye view, or better yet, access to technology we can't comprehend. Preserved in European collections, the Perreus Map continues to mystify researchers. Its intricate details raise questions about humanity's past. Were we more advanced than we thought, or did we inherit knowledge from an unknown source? Every line and contour on this map tells a story of exploration, discovery, and mystery, leaving us to wonder what other secrets are hidden in history's forgotten corners. Mysterious Roman roads. The Peutinger Table, an ancient Roman map, is no ordinary depiction of the world. It unfolds like a scroll, showing a network of roads connecting cities across the vast Roman Empire. But mixed among real locations are strange mythical places that historians struggle to identify. Unlike traditional maps, the Peutinger Table isn't concerned with scale or direction. It focuses on travel routes, emphasizing the Roman obsession with connectivity. The map highlights how far-reaching the empire's influence was, but it also raises questions about its otherworldly elements. Were these mythical locations just artistic flourishes, or did they reflect ancient beliefs in hidden lands? Now preserved in Vienna's National Library, the Puttinger table offers a glimpse into the Roman world and its secrets. For all its practicality, it still holds mysteries that remain unsolved, blending history with legend. Dulcert Portolano. Created in 1339, is a masterpiece of medieval cartography that reveals a surprisingly detailed understanding of Europe and North Africa. At a time when navigational tools were primitive, Angelino Dulcere's map stands out for its accuracy. It charts coastlines, rivers, and ports with remarkable precision, making it a crucial tool for sailors navigating the Mediterranean and beyond. But how did Dulcert achieve such accuracy? Historians believe the map was based on extensive seafaring knowledge and possibly older, now lost sources. Its intricate network of compass roses and rum lines indicates an advanced understanding of navigation for its time. The map even includes places like the Canary Islands, hinting at exploration well beyond typical medieval boundaries. Preserved in public archives and extensively photographed, the Dulcert Portolan remains an invaluable glimpse into 14th century maritime exploration, but it also raises questions. Did Dulcert rely solely on contemporary knowledge, or was he privy to ancient secrets passed down through generations? The map's precision continues to intrigue scholars and adventurers alike, leaving us to wonder what other mysteries medieval maps might conceal. First globe. Leonardo da Vinci's genius extended far beyond art, and his 1508 globe sketches are a perfect example. Long before globe making became standard, Da Vinci imagined a spherical Earth, complete with continents and uncharted islands. His drawings suggest not only an understanding of geography, but also a curiosity about the unknown. What's fascinating about these sketches is their forward-thinking nature. While many medieval maps were flat and symbolic, Da Vinci's designs embraced the concept of a round world, a view not universally accepted at the time. Some of his sketches even hint at islands and land masses that weren't officially discovered until centuries later. Could Da Vinci have accessed hidden knowledge, or was he simply speculating? Preserved in museums, these manuscripts continue to captivate historians and scientists. They showcase Da Vinci's unique ability to merge art, science, and imagination into a single creation. Were these sketches a reflection of his unparalleled intellect, or do they hint at secrets of geography that have since been forgotten? The mystery of Da Vinci's globe sketches adds another layer to his already enigmatic legacy. Lost Oceans. Ptolemy's world map, created in the 2nd century, is a stunning example of ancient knowledge meeting human imagination. This map didn't just chart the known world, it theorized unseen oceans and unknown territories. Ptolemy combined geographical observations with a deep curiosity about lands no one had explored. His map includes details like the Great Unknown Ocean, which sparked centuries of exploration. What makes this map so intriguing is how closely some of Ptolemy's projections align with real locations discovered long after his time. Modern historians are amazed at his use of mathematics to approximate latitude and longitude without advanced tools. While many features are speculative, the map shows how ancient minds pushed the boundaries of their world. Ptolemy's map wasn't just a guide, it was a challenge to future explorers to discover what was out there. Mysterious rock carvings. Dighton Rock, a boulder covered in mysterious carvings, has puzzled explorers and researchers for centuries. Found in Massachusetts, its engravings seem to depict a map, but of what? Some say the lines and symbols represent a guide to uncharted lands or ancient territories. Theories about the rock's origins are as varied as its interpretations. Was it carved by Native Americans, Viking explorers, or an unknown ancient civilization? Others argue it could be a mix of all three, blending cultural influences over time. Photographs and studies of the carvings have revealed patterns that resemble maps, but their exact purpose remains unclear. Dighton Rock stands as a cryptic artifact, hinting at forgotten journeys and lost knowledge. Its weathered surface holds stories we may never fully uncover, but it continues to inspire those who seek to understand the past. Now it's time to talk about our open discussion, and it is something truly shocking and incredibly unbelievable that a map like this was created and has stunned historians. a map showing Antarctica beneath its ice, before anyone even knew it was there. The voyich map raises one haunting question. How could someone know what modern science only recently discovered? Created in 1737 by French geographer Philippe Voyich, it shows something extraordinary: Antarctica without its ice cover. This is puzzling because Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, and modern technology only recently revealed its subglacial landforms. How could Voyich have known about this centuries earlier? Some believe the map is based on ancient sources, possibly from a lost advanced civilization. Others argue it's a coincidence or a misinterpretation of geographical features. What's even stranger is the map's suggestion of waterways dividing the continent, aligning with modern sonar studies of Antarctica's subglacial terrain. The voyich map raises more questions than it answers. Was it inspired by ancient knowledge preserved through time, or was it the result of speculation and luck? Today, replicas and studies of the map continue to intrigue researchers and conspiracy theorists alike. Whether it points to forgotten history or simply an incredible guess, the voyich map challenges what we think we know about Earth's past. Is it a glimpse into an ancient world, or just a cartographic oddity? The mystery remains unsolved. Xeno Brothers illustration. The Xeno Map is a controversial document that seems to reveal advanced knowledge of the Arctic in an era long before detailed exploration. Published in 1558, the map illustrates Greenland, Iceland, and surrounding regions with remarkable accuracy. According to legend, it was based on the accounts of two Venetian sailors, the Xeno brothers, who supposedly voyaged to unknown lands in the 14th century. However, no concrete evidence of their journey exists, leaving the map's authenticity in question. Critics label it a fabrication, yet comparisons to modern maps reveal striking similarities to Arctic coastlines and ocean currents. Could it be based on lost knowledge or even earlier explorations? The Xeno Map stirs debate among historians and cartographers, its origins and purpose shrouded in mystery, challenging the boundaries of what was thought possible in the age of exploration. Medieval Riddle Map. A medieval map shows the world, but not just the one we know. Strange creatures and unknown lands appear alongside real places. What secrets was the Hereford Mappa Mundi trying to tell us? The Hereford Mappa Mundi is a medieval masterpiece and a riddle rolled into one, created around 1300. This circular map blends geographic detail with biblical lore, showcasing the known world as Europeans saw it. Yet amid the familiar landmarks are strange, unknown lands populated by fantastical creatures and mysterious symbols. Preserved in Hereford Cathedral, the map is an intricate snapshot of medieval beliefs, but some elements defy explanation. Were these unknown lands figments of imagination or evidence of lost exploration? Scholars marvel at the mix of myth and reality, noting its inclusion of accurate geographical features alongside speculative depictions. High-resolution photos reveal details that raise more questions than answers. Was the Mappa Mundi a genuine attempt to chart the world, or a coded message left by those with secret knowledge? Its meaning remains tantalizingly out of reach.